Greetings, fellow humans, and welcome to Tea with JD. It's been a while since I've had tea on camera, I think. I'm not sure. But still, this video is about me winning at NaNo Wrimo for the first time that I participated. This year I was pretty hell-bent on winning all the times that I participated in a NaNo event. I participated twice in Camp NaNoWrimo, won both times, and I did NaNoWrimo, and I won there as well. What does this mean? That I've done a whole lot of writing. Actually, it's not the biggest word count. The biggest word count was the first Camp Nano I did, which was about 84,000 words that I finalized. It was editing, and it was writing, and it was creating, and it was doing a bunch of things to publish, and it was interesting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do NaNoWrimo again, simply because November is just an awkward month for Nano to happen. Between Thanksgiving, and I always try to take some days off there, and having to stop enjoying myself to do Nano, it seems kind of weird. I did it this year, and I still went on vacation, and I still finished, but there are several things that I did so that I could win. First off, cheats. Because no doubt someone will say, "Oh, but you cheated. You didn't do Nano for real." Or maybe there's at least one hater that didn't finish the word count and is salty and says something stupid like that. Things that I did that helped me win. First off, I didn't do a fiction novel. I did a non-fiction book. It is called Peace, Love, and Maki Rolls. A creative guide, a guide to creative kindness. It's part of my philosophy of life. It's something that I've been meaning to write for a while, and I said, you know what, let's do it for this one. That's the first one. Why is this a cheat? Because it's like writing 16 chunky blog posts rather than one whole narrative. Yes, it has a flow. Yes, topics have to be carried from one chapter to the other and maintained, and it will be polished so that it has that feel and doesn't feel disjointed. But still, it's not like there's a character-driven plot to focus on, because I think those are some of the challenges people may face during Nano. But that's what I did. Other things that I did as a cheat. I wanted to make this as final of a version of a manuscript as possible. So that means that I included a foreword, I included an afterword, and I included an acknowledgement section and other stuff that I normally include in my books. The foreword, rather than it being the foreword after I've written the thing, I wrote everything sequentially. So what I wrote as a foreword was my mindset before starting, and the afterword is how I feel after having finished. It's a very different thing, and like final thoughts, and I think that was pretty interesting, at least for me to write. The acknowledgement sections, I did want to do a really chunky one, and that I did a lot. I got a lot of word count from that. When I start revising and when I start editing and adding different things to the chapters, I probably will get to about 60,000 or 65,000 words in the manuscript. That is my feeling at the moment, because when you're writing so fast, you just, I'm capturing lightning in a bottle. and now it's my job to go all Tesla and harness that electricity and do something more. I think it's a hell of a good start, with a hell of a lot of typos. I was focusing on correcting things, and then I said, that's not the purpose of Nano. The purpose of Nano is to write. So write your ass off. And I did have a couple of tricks up my sleeve in terms of how I did it and how I was able to win Nano. First off, I did a plot outline. In the sense, for this nonfiction book, that means writing the chapter titles and what was going to be discussed in each of the chapters. Pretty easy. It's title, brief description of what was going to go down, bullet points of what I wanted to discuss, execute. It's pretty much how I do a blog post in terms of mentally preparing to write a blog post. So that, and making sure that the topics that needed to be maintained throughout were maintained throughout. I'm sure that there's going to be areas of opportunity, and I'm sure that it's going to work to the advantage of the book. So, another trick that I did were the sprints. In the morning, even sleepy, I was really good at getting down words, so I took advantage of that. I didn't go to the gym a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks, no, a couple of days. Or I would go a bit later and do my workouts shorter. I would write during lunch, and I would write in the evening. It's whenever I saw that I was going to have a chunk of time, I took advantage of that. That's not something anyone could say, oh, at this hour, blah, blah, blah. And I was tired, and I still got up at 6 and did the thing. And it helped. There were days that I was hitting my quota, but there were definitely about 4 days where I went way over just to either make up for time that I was going to lose because I was going to properly invest because I was going to be on vacation. And other times just making up. The last 2 days I wrote about 13,000 words, a ridiculous amount. I don't recommend it. My brain was fried by the end of it. Here's the thing. Writing 50,000 words in a month isn't hard if you write consistently. If you're a student, if you have a day job or multiple jobs, if you have a family, if you have other things and responsibilities, that's when it becomes hard. If all you have to do is writing 50,000 words is not beyond the realm of something possible. I've known to do so much work in a week that writing 50,000 words in 4 weeks and 2 days isn't insane or doesn't feel insane. I would like to have the opportunity for my books to get to the point where I can find out how much I can write in a month consistently. That's a hint, hint, wink, wink. Check the links down below because I have 10 books out, and you should get someone a birthday or a Christmas present. Or I'm gonna be talking about this more soon, but for the new year, I'm gonna be sending signed copies and Estrada crates. In the U.S., I'm looking for rates that make sense internationally, but if not, I'll just try to make it worth your buck. But that's something that I'm going to be doing. If you want to know more, by all means, look me up on social media, private message me, and you might be the beta run for Estrada books or Estrada crates. If not, if you just want the books and you want to see what's the best place to buy my books, honestly, Libros 787, Libros 787.com is the best option. It is a Puerto Rico owned business that they want to get all Puerto Rican authors on one website to ship around the world. And in terms of pricing and negotiation, they are by far the fairest that I've encountered. And they want to work with you, and I want to work with them. If this works, I'm going to keep promoting the hell out of them. For now, a really good start, really nice people. One more tip that I did. This is actually the most important nano tip, and I left it for last. Save the best for last, right? Don't finish a chapter before you go to sleep. Don't, or maybe not even finish a sentence. Have that feeling that you're incomplete and you're desperate to get back to it, because that helped me immensely. The days that I finished a chapter starting up again, it was a challenge. Whereas the last section, the summary or the plot points or something, I left something without writing. When I got back to it, bam, I just hit my stride really quickly. And I think that's something that can help a lot of people. So yeah, how was your nano? What are your thoughts on this project? Do you want to know more about the project? And what are your plans for the holidays? Anyways, I will finish my tea. As my wonderful friend Anais Chachenko says, I hope you have tea too. Until next time, peace, love, and maki rolls.